first to 3, the Mariners and the Detroit Tigers.
France starts the season's second half with an incorrect call, but it favored him, so no complaints. I think the catcher steals that pitch away from his pitcher because the pull is so dramatic.
Dramatic this time.
I know, right? We move forward to the fourth, and this at-bat will end with a check swing call that France doesn't realize was called at first.
And the home plate umpire says that
if he went around or not. Oh, yeah, it looks like he went around, but the home plate umpire looked down at first base to get a second opinion.
I feel like I say this often, but this is one of those huge myths about this call. This is the plate umpire's primary call. If they see a swing, they are to call a swing themselves. The appeal to the base umpire is reserved only for cases in which the plate umpire does not have a swing, because again, if they see it, they are to call it themselves.
Home plate umpire said that he went around and France would like him to have appealed to first base.
Right.
Anyway, in the fifth inning, the bases are loaded, 2 outs. Here's France again.
And off the plate.
Quick rhetorical, because we're always trying to think ahead here. Pitcher's gone in twice. What do you think's going to happen next?
Oh. And it's called strike 3, and France is livid. And home plate umpire letting him know he just got a fine, and now he just got thrown out.
2 things. First, it's a buffer ball. Challenge system would overturn this, but it's within margin of error, certainly nowhere near as egregious as the missed strike in the first inning. Not excusing, but explaining. I think Hudson was set up to call this by the 2 pitches immediately prior. Again, doesn't excuse, it explains. Bases loaded, strike 3, especially after the check swing earlier.
Does he go?
You can understand the frustration, especially with this pitch's location.
And France is now figuring it out. Matty Acta's getting in between.
France spikes the bat quite forcefully, gets an equipment violation, that's totally fine, but it also means the helmet toss right after, in front of the umpire, is an ejection because the umpire just warned you, don't throw equipment, and the player threw equipment. Now, the weak toss of the helmet is child's play compared to the bat spike, but it's the fact that it comes right after the umpire drew the line with the warning. Like, you just went through the warning, you just put the straw on that broke the umpire's back.
And they just lost their first baseman. Ty France has been ejected and has to be held back by Scott Service and Manny Acta.
Starting off the second half strong, how many ejections do you think we're going to end up with this year?
France is done, and so is the fifth. Mariners do get 2 to make it a 1-run game.